Hey guys, welcome back to another Uber Hulk review. Today the Uber Hulk is going to be having a look at the Coneheads by Playmates action figures. And so first let's have a look at the groups. So the Coneheads was a 1993 movie based off of the Coneheads sketch from the 70s and 80s. And the lead Conehead is the names of the Coneheads are Beldar, which is played by Dan Aykroyd, Primat, which is played by Jane Curtin, and those were the two original Coneheads that came to Earth in the Coneheads movie. Now, much like other Saturday Night Live sketches, the children in the sketches have grown up and gone on to do other things because they're actors. Now, here is the Conehead family, and there, once again, is Dan Aykroyd as Beldar, and Primat as Jane Curtin. It may be Jane Kirsten, but the Wikipedia page said Curtin, so yeah. And then Connie Conehead, who was played by Michelle Burke. So this family comes to Earth as a immigrant family, an illegal immigrant family. They work, they get their green card. At first, they're illegal aliens, but they're in the U.S. and they're working. So they go and they crash land, and their alien people say, "Hey, we're not going to come to get you until 7 Zorls." Yeah, that's right, it was 7 Zorls. So whenever these two crash landed, 7 Zorls later, Connie was a teenager. And since they were illegal, undocumented aliens, the INS, who is Seedling, INS unit agent Seedling, had a problem with them coming to America and not becoming legal citizens. This is just the story. I'm not racist. This is just the story, how the story went. So, today we're going to have a look at all these guys. We're going to have a look at their articulation, and we're going to unbox Primat and Seedling. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, so this is the front of Primat's box, and as you can tell, the box has been unpunched. And it says consume mass quantities, and there's a picture of Beldar and Primat. There's Primat with her accessories, and we're going to look at those in just a second. As you can tell, it says Playmates Toys on the bottom. And here's a look at the back of the packaging. Back of the packaging has a little read-up on Primat, so I'm going to... I don't know if you're going to be able to make that out. But it's got a little bio. Coming on down, it shows some pictures. And it actually has a picture of the 3 Coneheads in the movie. Here's the entire wave, which I have the entire wave now. And there's Beldar at the bottom. And it shows the accessories. So, there we go. Let's open up Primat. Okay, so here's Primat out of the packaging. And there's the front of Primat. There's the back of Primat. And as you can tell, she has alien garb. Okay? Her arms go up and down. Up and down. Her legs, they don't kick out. They really kick more to the side. And her head, let's see if we can get a Her head swivels back and forth. There's no up and there's no back and forth. Let's see how well Primat actually stands. Primat actually stands pretty well. Primat actually came with 2 accessories, so I'm going to get those out of packaging. So here's the first of Primat's accessories, is her figure stand, which she has holes in the bottom of her feet. Let's go ahead and peg that right in there. Yep. And that makes her stand a lot better. And she actually comes with a Cone to English translation card. So, yeah, take just a second to read that if you can. They got some pretty funny things on there. The next thing she comes with is her spaceship breathing apparatus for Earth, and that just fits right on her head, like so. Oh, wait, crooked. And that is how she initially breathed whenever she got to Earth. So let's take that off because she has learned to breathe without it. Next thing she got was a space communicator. So you can actually put that in one of her hands. I'm going to try this hand, see if it works. Probably not, because I'm trying it on camera. Yeah, anytime I try something on camera, it doesn't. Holy crap, it worked. So there she is with her communicator and no helmet. And the last thing she comes with is kind of a central device. It's a senso ring. Well, senso rings in the movie were used for that's how Coneheads have sex. And okay, this next part is going to be kind of NC-17. Okay, so say Beldar just got off of a bowling tour. You know, he hasn't seen Primat in a while, and Primat says, "Beldar, it's my genital life mate. It's mating season." Beldar would say, "Mating season?" And what she would do, she would actually put on the senso ring, and they would go, "Oh." And 9 months later, Connie Conehead came about. But, so that is Primat with all of her accessories. Up next, we have INS Unit Agent Seedling. Agent Seedling was actually played by Michael McKean. Michael McKean has been in a lot of movies. He was in the he was in the Coneheads movie. He was in the Brady Bunch movie. He played a bad guy in Airheads. He was in the movie Spinal Tap. Yeah. So in this movie, he actually plays an INS agent who's trying to deport the Coneheads. So let's get him unboxed. Quick note before we unbox him. Here's a read-up of Agent Seedling, or Earth Slave Seedling. So there you go. If you want to read it, pause it now. So here's Agent Seedling. Here's Agent Seedling from the front. Agent Seedling from the back. You know what? Agent Seedling from the back. And he comes with a bullhorn, which I'm going to fit into his hand, which fits in, I say, fairly easy, and then once again, which fits in his hand pretty easily. And he also comes with a gun, which I'm putting in his hand right now. So give me 2 seconds to put this gun into his hand. Maybe give me 3 seconds because the gun is not fitting into his hand. So here's Agent Seedling with the gun and the microphone. And it doesn't bear a striking resemblance to him. But, you know, these are Playmates toys, so you're not going to get 100% accuracy out of Playmates toys. The last thing that the last accessory he comes with is actually his slave necklace. So let's put that onto him. And this is actually how Beldar keeps track of him. He also has a figure stand like Seedling had. So I'm going to go ahead and put that onto him. Put him onto that. Yeah, I know this is already an 11-minute long review, so I'm going to cut it here in a second. But this is actually a different translator card. So if you can see that, if you can read that, it's actually different words that are being translated right now. That's kind of cool. And I was mistaken with Primat. This is a communicator, plus it also controls his neck slave control too. And so here's Beldar from the front with his space uniform on. Beldar from the back, and he has same alien garb. And Beldar actually has the same alien hat, only his is a little worn by time. And here's regular Beldar in his golf attire. Regular Beldar from the front. Regular Beldar from the back. And he actually didn't come with any... Well, I picked him up loose at Retro Madness, my favorite place in the world. So yeah, there's Beldar. We come from France. So here's Primat from the front, and this is just her normal everyday garb. Primat from the back. And then last but not least, here's Connie Conehead. Here's Connie Conehead from the front. And that's the butterfly that she has on her Connie Conehead from the back. And this has been my review of the Coneheads action figures. It came out in around 1993 by Playmates Toys. So there's Primat, both versions of her. There's Beldar, both versions of him. There's Connie Conehead, and there is Seedling. There's the English to Cone translation. And guys, the Uber Hulk gives these figures a huge smash. I've got the entire line. There's not another line coming out. So, are these pretty expensive? No, they're actually pretty cheap. Sorry for the length of the review, but I just wanted to give these their due time. The Uber Hulk thanks you. Like and subscribe. The Uber Hulk's almost at 100. I'm at 87 subs right now. So, sub my channel, like, subscribe, everything that you need to do. The Uber Hulk is out.